And now an address from the President of the United States.
Greetings, my fellow Americans. I come to you in distress, for this day will live in infamy. Our nation is under attack. All around us, millions of forces are fighting against our environment. While many of them simply cannot survive, others learn to adapt and become huge pests. They compete for food, take over other creatures' resources, and cause a big mess. We need help to put an end to this horrible problem. Obama out. Yeah, we.
Hello. Welcome to Our Wacky World. My name is Dr. Nathaniel Herberschmidt, and I have some disturbing news. Many of the plants and animals that we have come to know and love are waging war with our environment. San Diego and just about every other city on Earth have become breeding grounds for invasion. As a result of accidental introductions through cargo ships and planes, a species can be shuttled from one corner of the globe to the next. While many of these creatures cannot sustain normal life cycles in a non-native ecosystem, some live long enough to reproduce. Once these creatures begin to establish themselves in the environment, they often displace local wildlife by introducing competition for food in space. Sometimes the invasive species may even possess genetic advantages over their local counterparts. Zebra mussels, for example, originally came from the Caspian Sea, but after clinging to the bottom of international export ships, they were brought to the west coast of North America. Once there, the mussels' incredibly rapid reproduction rate quickly allowed them to take over habitats that were previously inhabited by local sea life. Zebra mussels are typically kept from overpopulation by predators such as muskrats and herons that are non-existent in places like San Diego and Los Angeles. But what's the big deal? Why should we care? Frankly, that's a dated mindset, and as of recently, the issues that invasive species possess have demanded our attention. After escaping cultivation a few years ago, a large, reed-like plant called Arundo donax was introduced to San Diego's waterways. Originating in Eastern Asia, the plant is notorious for its deep roots and high density. Once it made its way to the San Diego River, it began to craft its home, and over the course of just a few years has completely taken over. Spreading from bank to bank, the reed has become so packed together that it is impossible for other plants and animals to live alongside it. While water is typically of no shortage around rivers, the Arundo has a root system that is built for leaching up very high amounts of liquid from its surrounding soil. This causes nearby plants to shrivel up and equates to an overall drier riverbed. Also, the plant's dead strands dry out quickly and are noted as being highly flammable. So just one simple reed can disrupt the food chain, displace local wildlife, hoard water, and even start fires. But the real danger is how invasive species like this can snowball. If one non-native species begins to invade an ecosystem, it starts to damage the system's health and ability to ward off impurities. When predators no longer have food to eat because they compete with non-indigenous creatures, they are forced to move on, depriving the area of a force to keep new invasives out. So now that you understand how impactful these creatures can be, you may be wondering how you can help. Stopping invasive species in their tracks is as easy as making sure that the local life forms around you thrive as much as possible. Cleaning up your trash, reducing your emissions, and respecting sanctuaries all lead to a healthier population that has a better chance of warding off unwanted pests. Remember, if we don't stop the invasion will stop us.